This is our teamwork for Coil 2. We're team 25, and our team is formed by Adriana Caballero, Mariana Lira, me, Emiliano Galindo, Elian Talavera, and Salome Alburjas.
Copenhagen is located in northern Europe, specifically in Denmark, near by the Baltic Sea. As we can see on the map, its strategic position has historically made it an important port city. The city is divided into several main areas, each with a unique identity. Nearby is the historic and cultural center, while Norbero is known for its diversity and vibrant social life. Osterbro is more residential and calm. Vesterbro has become a modern and creative district. Christianshavn stands out for its canals, and Amager combines urban development with natural spaces. Together, these areas reflect a well-planned and balanced urban structure. Copenhagen is a great example of sustainable urban development. Historically a port city, it has transformed into a global leader by prioritizing environmental policies and social welfare. The city invests heavily in public spaces, especially in bike infrastructure and green areas, making mobility more efficient and eco-friendly. These spaces are designed for everyone, particularly cyclists and pedestrians, ensuring accessibility across different age groups. However, one limitation is the high cost of maintaining these systems. Overall, Copenhagen is highly effective, consistently ranked as one of the most livable and sustainable cities, with high levels of citizen satisfaction.
This is Mumbai, India, or also known as Bombay. It is the capital city of the state of Maharashtra, located on the Konkan coast along the western shores of India. It was originally an archipelago of 7 islands, and now it is a peninsula connected to the mainland. Well, the main areas of this city is South Mumbai, where is the historic and financial heart. The suburban district is the high-density residential areas. Navi Mumbai is a planned satellite city to the east, and Dharavi, situated in the center, known as one of the world's largest informal settlements. The city's geography is defined by its linear growth, constrained by the Arabian Sea to the west and the Thames Creek to the east, creating a north-south transit dependency. Well, some of the background of this city, Mumbai's history is a transition from a Portuguese and later British colonial port to India's financial and entertainment powerhouse. Geographically, it is a low-lying coastal city prone to monsoons and rising sea levels. And politically, it is governed by the Mumbai Municipal Corporation (BMC), one of the wealthiest yet most challenged municipal bodies in Asia. While their budget, the financial landscape for public spaces in Mumbai is dominated by the BMC. For the 2024-2025 fiscal year, the BMC presented a record budget of over 7 billion, with a significant portion allocated to capital expenditures. The impact of Mumbai's public spaces is deeply stratified. Historically, colonial era spaces like the Marine Drive or the Gateway of India serve as democratic lungs where all social classes mingle. However, new developments are primarily designed for the upper middle class and car owners, aiming to reduce commute time and provide a high-end recreational zones. Their limitation. The primary limitation is physical scarcity. Mumbai has one of the lowest open space person radius in the world. Approx is 1.24 square meters per person. Constant Furthermore, encroachment and privatization pose constant threats as land value is extremely high. Environmental factors also limit usability. Extreme heat and the monsoon season render many outdoor spaces unusable for months. What are the results? The results are polarized. For the affluent and upper middle class, projects like the Coastal Road and new promenades are highly effective, successfully reducing travel time and providing high-quality leisure zones that mimic global city standards. However, for the majority of Mumbai's population, these spaces are ineffective at, a, at addressing daily needs. The city still lacks accessible, small-scale green spaces in high-density areas. While the new infrastructure looks impressive in aerial photos, it often fails to provide social quality as the physical and economic barriers, such as the need for a car to reach them, keep the most vulnerable citizens excluded from the benefits of modern urban planning.
Paris is a city with a population of 2.1 million people. It is the capital city of France and it's located on the north along the Seine River. Some of its main areas are the historic center, the central districts from the 1st to the 8th district, and developed zones like La Défense. Seine riverbanks and public spaces are concentrated around pedestrianized riverbanks, plazas, and parks. For its background, Paris has got quite a long history of urban planning dating from the 19th century with housements redesigned, um, em- emphasizing boulevards and public accessibility. This is a city which promotes sustainability and social inclusion. However, Paris faces social inequality between central and peripheral spaces. Some of its limitations are gentrification, overcrowding, and unequal access between central and suburban areas. And these remain as some of the challenges that this city and its residents have to face on a daily basis. As well, some policies still face resistance from local drivers and businesses that do not want to follow them. Um, its budget. Paris invests heavily on public spaces. There are programs such as Paris Respire and 15-minute city, which are initiatives that allocate millions of euros within every year toward pedestrian zones, bike lanes, and green infrastructure. Um, the impact that this city has, it's mostly for Paris residents. Spaces are designed for them and tourists mostly. Policies prioritize reducing car use and increasing accessibility, especially for local and tourist families that who have lower income communities of L'Île-de-France. So the result would be that overall, throughout many years and efforts from residents and politic parties, Paris has improved its livability, reduces overall pollution, and increased the usage of public spaces and public transport. However, equity gaps still exist between urban and core and the outskirts of the city. Lausanne is a city with a population of 150,000 people. It is located on the northern zone of Lake Geneva in southern Switzerland, and its main areas have the historic center, which include Auchy and Flon. These are two districts that have been redeveloped and become very urban zones. The city integrates topography with public transport and walkable spaces for residents and tourists. For its analysis, we have the background, which is that this is a historically medieval city. It evolved into a modern urban hub, balancing heritage and innovation. It has always been politically stable. It emphasizes sustainability and a high quality of life. It promotes inclusivity through accessible public infrastructure. Some of its limitations, however, are limited spaces due to its geography. This is a very small city, a very high cost of living that impacts mostly on migrant residents of the city, and it has smaller scale projects compared to other cities from Europe and the world. Accessibility in external areas of the city is still a challenge for many who live there. About its budget, Lausanne invests in sustainable mobility and public spaces. This including the metro systems and all its lines, pedestrian areas, and waterfront development. Public spending focuses on long-term urban quality rather than just having a large-scale transformation. And the impact of this is that spaces are designed for residents, communities, and tourists. This is a city with a lot of mixed cultures, and it's one of Switzerland's cities with the most migrants from other countries and different parts of Switzerland too. And strong emphasis on accessibility, especially via public transport and having a very walkable infrastructure. And as a result, we have that Lausanne is highly effective in providing inclusive, accessible, and sustainable public spaces as well as good high quality living standards. This indicates its high satisfaction levels and quality of life indicators of its residents. This means it is a very successful city.
Tokyo it's the capital of Japan and has a population of 37 million of people. His symbol is a green country. The nationality is Japanese, and Tokyo is famous for the anime and technology. In this slide, I'm going to talk about the location and main areas of Tokyo. Tokyo is located on the east coast of Japan, next to Tokyo Bay in the Kanto region. It's one of the most important cities in the country. About its main areas, Shibuya and Shinjuku are some of the busiest known for shopping, nightlife, and entertainment. Akihabara is famous for electronics and anime culture. Asakusa is a more traditional area known for the Sensoji Temple. And Minato is a business district where you can find Tokyo Tower. And overall, Tokyo combines modern and traditional elements. In this slide, I will talk about the analysis, impact, budget, limitations, and results of public spaces in Tokyo. First, the background. Tokyo, formerly known as Edo, became Japan's capital in the 19th century. Its growth in trade and industry helped shape a mix of modern and traditional urban spaces. In terms of impact, public spaces in Tokyo are accessible and well connected by transportation. They are designed to be inclusive and used by people of different ages and backgrounds. About the budget, Tokyo invests heavily in infrastructure, transportation, and green spaces. Although costs are high, the goal is to improve quality of life sustainability. However, there are some limitations. Overcrowding in areas like Shibuya and Shinjuku can reduce comfort, and high land costs can limit accessibility for some people. And finally, the results show that Tokyo's public spaces are generally effective, clean, safe, and functional environments for both residents and visitors.
El análisis exhaustivo presentado anteriormente nos permite concluir que la habitabilidad de una metrópoli moderna no se mide solo por la magnitud de sus rascacielos, sino por la calidad de vida que le ofrece a sus ciudadanos más vulnerables. A través de este estudio hemos identificado que el éxito del desarrollo urbano sostenible depende de la integración equilibrada entre la infraestructura avanzada, la equidad social y la resiliencia climática. Copenhague es un ejemplo de que se consolida como referente global gracias a su modelo de movilidad activa, donde la bicicleta no es solo un medio de transporte, sino una herramienta de cohesión social, que además reduce la huella de carbono y democratiza el espacio público. Por el contrario, el caso de Mumbai subraya una lección crítica. El crecimiento económico sin planificación inclusiva genera una dualidad urbana insostenible. La ciudad debe transitar de los megaproyectos de lujo a intervenciones de acupuntura urbana, como microparques que mitiguen el calor extremo y las inundaciones recurrentes, protegiendo además la salud pública de todos los estratos sociales. El ejemplo de París y Tokio, por su parte, muestra que incluso en contextos de alta intensidad es posible recuperar el espacio para el peatón. La iniciativa es la ciudad de los 15 minutos y el aprovechamiento de azoteas verdes son estrategias esenciales para combatir el aislamiento urbano y mejorar la salud mental de la población. En conclusión, el futuro de nuestras ciudades no reside en un cambio de paradigma, sino en cambiar la perspectiva y pasar de un diseño centrado en el automóvil del capital hacia un diseño centrado en el bienestar humano. La resiliencia urbana frente al cambio climático y la reducción de brechas de desigualdad no son objetivos opcionales para los países, sino pilares fundamentales para garantizar que los ciudadanos del mañana sean espacios de oportunidad, de salud, de convivencia para futuras generaciones.
How could Mumbai, India could be improved? Well, Mumbai is known for being one of the cities with more infrastructure challenges in the world. So I think the city should focus less on luxury projects and more on the needs of the most vulnerable people, because it's the majority of the citizens. I suggest green areas in neighborhoods to improve public health, like small parks. These spaces will help reduce extreme heat. Like trees help to balance temperatures, avoid common floods in the city. Natural, so by because by putting natural ground helps to absorb rainwater, and the parks help with mental and physical health of the population.
How we can improve uh, public spaces in Tokyo. The idea is to increase flexible green areas, especially in crowded districts like Shibuya and Shinjuku, where there are not many places to relax. One solution is to create a small micro parks in underused spaces, adding seating, shade, and vegetation. Another option is to use rooftops as accessible green areas, making better use of limited space. These changes could help to reduce urban heat, improve air quality, and create better places to rest. Overall, this will make the city more comfortable and balanced for both residents and visitors.
Copenhagen is a global leader in sustainable urban planning, especially in cycling and public spaces. However, it can improve inclusivity by expanding accessible transformation for all citizens. Another key area is affordable housing, as rising costs may limit social diversity. Strengthening these aspects will make the city more equitable and future ready.
In the improvements for Paris, we have that Paris should focus on reducing spatial inequality while maintaining sustainability agenda. Although central areas of the city benefit from pedestrianization and green infrastructure, peripheral areas and neighborhoods from this city remain underserved. And a key strategy would be to expand the city model beyond only its core and investing in local services, green spaces, and mobility hubs in outer districts of the city. This would reduce the crowdedness and pressure on the center of the city of Paris, and it would improve equity among the whole city. In order to improve Lausanne in Switzerland, we have some key strategies that it would be to improve connectivity between steep and less accessible areas through enhanced public transport solutions, such as expanded metro lines, elevators, and functional systems. This would ensure that all residents can equally benefit from public spaces and regardless of the terrain. And another critical issue is affordability for locals and migrants. They could add policies to ensure that spaces remain inclusive and not only for a certain social or economic class due to surroundings having a high living cost.